Today I'm going to talk to you about why your Facebook fan page still matters and different types of audiences you can target using Facebook ads. My name is James Booth and you are watching episode number 8 of Daily Marketing Hut Live. So, good morning people, thank you for joining me. Hope you're all well. I am pretty good, to be honest. Nice day outside, Monday morning, ready for the week. Got a lot of goals to hit, so ready to start making progress on them. Before we get into the 3 questions which I have prepared for you today, I want to recap the book I've been reading, because if you've been watching the last few episodes, you'll know that I've currently been reading a book called Become a Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. And I've been sharing tips with you as I have been reading that to keep you updated and to share with you the content of that book. If you are interested in becoming like an influential person in your industry, and you want more opportunities and just to be more respected in your industry, highly recommend getting it. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put a link to it in the comments below. Otherwise, if you're watching on Facebook, if you go to Amazon and if you go to Amazon and search for Become a Key Person of Influence, it'll pop up. But really good book, really enjoyed it, found it really useful. If you watch episodes 5 and 7 of this Daily Marketing Hut Live, I do recap the 5 steps or the 5 principles that Daniel Priestley outlines of key people of influence. And just to kind of recap that, they are pitch, so you need to be able to communicate what you do effectively. Publish, so you need to put good content out there. Product, you need to have a good scalable product or a product ecosystem where you've got products and services complementing each other. You need a profile, so you need to have a specific message which is broadcast to people so they can find you. And finally, you need to make mutually beneficial partnerships. Now, to round off the book, it's split into 3 sections of the book. In the 3rd section just kind of summarises everything, and he outlines the 3 types of people you get in the world. And they are newbies, worker bees, and key people of influence. Newbies are the people who have just jumped into a new industry. They're really excited about getting started, and they've got all these goals and ambitions, and they're just kind of driven and hungry to get there. Worker bees are the newbies who have been there a while and have realised that it's actually quite difficult. So they might have spoken to other people and realised that they've been working for years and haven't got to the point where they thought they could be. So yeah, worker bees, they work hard but they don't get the results they want. Key people of influence, they work hard and they get the results they want. So everyone kind of starts out as a newbie, and it depends on you as an individual whether you become a worker bee or a key person of influence. The difference, or the thing that differentiates the 2 is that key people of influence will make a decision and act on it and refine that later. Kind of like the, shoot, fire, aim principle, whatever it is. And worker bees will sit there. 2 days in a row that's happened now. I need to sort out a new phone holder. So yeah, lost my train of thought. Key people of influence will act, make a decision and refine it later. Worker bees will wait for the right moment and wait for the stars to align for the perfect moment before they act. So the takeaway there is, if you want to do something, or if you think you should do it, and decide if it is the right or wrong thing to do after it's already done. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Cool. So yeah, let's get into the 3 questions. Before I do, as always, if you are finding these videos useful, remember, or you just like them, remember you can hit the thumbs up button below this video. You'll send thumbs across my screen just to let me know that you are enjoying it. And if you've got any friends on your friends list, remember you can share this out. And I don't want to give too many kind of calls to actions, but if you are watching it on YouTube, on my left-hand side I think, there is a subscribe button. So if you could click on that, I'd really appreciate it as well. Cool. So yeah, let's get into these questions I've got prepared for episode number 8. The first one is, since Facebook is now a pay-to-play platform, do page fans really matter? Okay, so I think what this question is asking is, now that you essentially have to, organic reach is down on Facebook, and you have to pay with Facebook ads to kind of get your content seen, is it worth, or do Facebook page fans really matter? In my opinion, yes, but only if you've built your fan page in the correct way. If you've ran like ads to cold traffic and you've just got a bunch of people, or if you've bought fans and you've got thousands of people liking your page but they're not really engaged, because you've built that fan page in the wrong way, just by asking random people to like your page and no real strategy behind it, you're going to find it difficult to engage those people. What I'd recommend doing is building your audience properly. So with that, what you could do is invite people who are on your list to like your fan page. You could set up a Facebook ad targeting previous website visitors, asking them to like your page. The reason you want to target warm traffic and get them onto your Facebook page is they already know who you are, they already like you, they're going to be a lot more willing to engage with you. If you can imagine this as kind of like your personal Facebook page, you go into a Facebook group and you just send a friend request to everyone in there, chances are, even if they accept, they're not going to kind of comment on your updates. They're not going to become friends with you, personal sort of thing. They might be on your friends list, but there's not going to be any deeper relationship than that. And your Facebook page should be the same. So you should only want fans or people who like you and your business liking the page. So yeah, target website visitors with a like ad, your mailing list, get them on your page. The reason that pages still matter, in my opinion, is if you have got an engaged page and people are liking and commenting, sharing your stuff, you are going to get a bigger organic reach. So yeah, build your page the right way, post good engaging content. Page still does matter, less so than an email list, yes, but I wouldn't disregard the Facebook page completely. Question 2. What are Facebook's most effective advertising tools? There's a few. It really depends on what your goals are. I mean, if you're just starting out and you have no fans, no audience, no list, then the detailed targeting feature is going to be really beneficial to you, because it allows you to get super targeted on cold traffic to get in front of to build that initial audience. It's not like, say, radio ads where you just put your ad out there and hope the right person hears it. You can get very specific in your targeting and make sure the right people hear it. If you've got a bit of a following and you've got people visiting your website regularly, but that website isn't converting very well, so you've got a lot of traffic going there, but that traffic isn't converting and joining your list. So although you've got a lot of web traffic, your mailing list might be quite small. In that case, you've got a conversion problem on your website, and Facebook's remarketing tool, the fact that you could retarget people who have read a specific blog post and create a specific freebie for that blog post, that is going to improve the conversion of your website, which is going to benefit you. If you've got a large mailing list, but they don't reply to your emails, maybe you've only got like a 15% open rate or something, the fact that you can export that list, download it to your hard drive and then import it into Facebook is going to be beneficial to you. Sorry, I just had a big message come up saying you've lost connection, so I hope you heard that. Essentially, yeah, well, it's hard to say what the most effective advertising tool is, because it really depends on your business. What I would say is that there are a lot of them, and I would say that any business pretty much is going to benefit from using Facebook ads. Yeah, it really depends what you're trying to do. There's too many. Who or what can I target with Facebook ads? Alright, yeah, so this kind of leads on from the last question. So yeah, you've got cold traffic, warm traffic, you can target with Facebook ads. In terms of warm traffic, you can target people, website visitors. So if you've got the Facebook pixel installed on your website, anyone who visits your website, you're able to put an ad in front of, and you can split that down. So you could have anyone who has visited any page on your website. You could have people who have viewed specific pages on your website. So if you've got a blog, a few different blog topics, and you've got a freebie which is very relevant to one of those blog topics but not the rest, you could target people who have read that blog post with an ad for your specific freebie. There's a few other ways you can target web traffic. There's people who view a certain page but not others, which is really good for retargeting people who viewed a sales page. You target people who viewed the sales page but not the sales confirmation page, as that suggests they haven't bought. So yeah, there's a few with website traffic you can target. You can also target your mailing list. So you can export your mailing list from your email marketing management provider, whatever you want to call it, upload it into Facebook, and as long as the email address they use to register with Facebook is the same as the one they use to sign up to your list, it's not always going to be the same, you'll be able to target them. You can also target people who like your Facebook fan page. So anyone who's liked your page, you're able to put an ad in front of those. So yeah, page, website traffic, email list, that's all your warm targeting options. You've then got lookalike audiences. So your lookalike audiences are people who are similar to a warm audience. So what you can do is you can put your email list in there, set up a lookalike audience based on that email list, and what Facebook will do is it will analyze the audience who make up your email list audience, take data such as their age, their interests, demographic information, all this different information which is common amongst your email list, and create a lookalike audience of cold traffic based of people who are similar to your current mailing list. You've also got, as I mentioned before, the detailed targeting, which if you want to split that down, you've got demographic, interest and behavioural targeting. Demographic, who people are, interest, what they like, behaviour, what they do. Best advice there is to go into Facebook's the audience creator, and just take a look at the different options, because there are tons. I mean, you can target, just off the top of my head, you could target parents who have children over the age of 8 but don't have any children under the age of 8. You could target small business owners who are making over £30,000 per year. Just an example, just by combining these interest, behavioural and demographic targeting options, you can get very specific with your audience. So yeah, out of all those targeting options, combine them to get super specific. Yeah, I think that's everything. If you've liked this episode, tag your friends in the comments, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, share it out, trying to reach as many people as possible. So if you think this is helpful, I'd really appreciate your help in getting this out there. So yeah, see you tomorrow at 9:30 AM. I will be back with episode 9. Until then, have a great day.